Hi Baes, welcome back to my channel. I'm trying that out. I don't know if I'm gonna have like a name for the channel or people who watch the channel, but Baes would make sense, right? Because I'm your book bae. But welcome back to my channel. It's been such a long time since I've filmed by myself. So the last time I actually filmed was with my friend Harriet. If you haven't seen that video, please go have a look. We had so much fun. We actually discussed Florence Given's Women Don't Owe You Pretty, so that was super awesome. I really enjoyed it, the fact that I was able to do something a little bit different. She was my first guest on the show, so yeah, we had a good time. And welcome to my new subscribers. This is a channel that I encourage engagement, and I want people to let me know what they think. First of all, I'm so not used to glam or makeup and doing that type of stuff because I just don't. Like when I go to work and stuff like that, I don't do makeup. I'm just kind of plain, specifically because of my mask. I find that half of it comes off anyways, and then my mask is really dirty and brown, and I just don't enjoy that. So I've really been avoiding makeup, and my skin is thanking me. So in this week's upload, I will be discussing Chidera Eggerue's What a Time to Be Alone. Just doing it for my thumbnail. So yeah, this book was interesting. Yeah, we'll get into it, but just about a little bit about the author before we get into the actual book. So Chidera is a influencer slash writer, and she's just like, I knew her mostly from Instagram. She also goes by the name the Slumflower. If you are not familiar with her real name, like her, I will say, do you say stage name or like, I'll say literally Instagram name is the Slumflower, and then she's come to be known as the Slumflower. So yeah, I really enjoyed the book. It was cool. I do have a lot of criticism though, but we'll get into that. So yeah, she's quite an influential person, and she's also into design. If you can have a look, like I'll show you like the cover of the book. It's well pronounced, a lot like Florence Given's. I just want to show you random pages, like just so you have an idea of the layout. So you see it's not really text heavy, it's a lot of images, that type of thing, which was cool. But what I didn't like about the book was that there were so many, like, first of all, there's no page numbers, which is really disturbing for someone like me, because I don't always use bookmarks, because I prefer, like, sometimes I'll just remember, okay, I'm on page 52, and then in terms of my reading, like, I'll track it, like today I want to get to page 80, today I want to get to page 100 and whatever. So that was a little bit unsettling for the bookworm in me. But yeah, the book is really beautiful. It's well done. I enjoyed it. The graphic designer in me loved this. Just her layout is just so beautiful. The colors that she used, just the palette. I love the bright yellow, the bright oranges and pinks, blacks. Awesome. So just a little bit about the structure of the book. So it's divided into 3 parts, apart from the fact that it's not numbered, but the 3 parts deal with different aspects of what she's trying to let us know, basically. So the book is it's a self-help book, and the way that I actually got this book, this is not my book, it's Harriet's book. She lent it to me after we did the review on Women Don't Owe You Pretty. She was like, you know what, this is another book that if you enjoyed this, you might enjoy that. So it's definitely like that type of vibe. This book came before Women Don't Owe You Pretty. I think it was published in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, reprinted in 2018. Yeah, published in 2018. So that's 2 years now, but it's just like one of those books that tells you things that you kind of already know, but you just need to hear, like, again, you know, from time to time. What I also found that was quite cool was throughout the book, she has Igbo phrases or idioms that are used throughout the book to just link to some of the things that she's kind of discussing in that particular chapter. So I just want to show you an example. Like here, This would be the Igbo proverb right here, and then she has the meaning there in English for people who don't understand. I wish I spoke Igbo while reading this book. It just means so much more when you know the language firsthand. But yeah, those are proverbs that her mom used to say to her when she was growing up. So she just used that. I like that. That was quite cool, a different element, and also just paying homage to her Nigerian heritage, which I love. When people just root themselves in who they are, where they come from, that type of thing. So I enjoyed that. And then yeah, like I said, the book is divided into 3 parts. It starts with you, then it goes them, no, it goes you, them, us. So basically how that works is that you begins with like your journey, like you, things that you can tell you, like you must know to be the best version of yourself in terms of your own like development. And then it goes into them, which just like little antidotes and things, life lessons that you can think about or learn, or would help on your journey when dealing with other people. And then us, in terms of your relationships with people, how you relate to them interpersonally. That's that element in the book. So yeah, I don't really have much to say about the book, apart from it was very beautiful. It says here she dedicated it to my mom, who effortlessly intentionally led me to myself. That is just, I love that dedication. That's one thing that stuck out for me in the book. Yeah, so like I said, a lot of the things that I read, it didn't take me long to read it all because it's not text heavy. So the first time, within the first hour that I read the book, like I sat down the first night, I got halfway, and then after that I would just do like here and there little bits and pieces. But I really do believe that if I dedicated like a day to reading this book, I would have finished it in a day. So yeah, it's not really, it doesn't take long at all. My rating in terms of the book, I think I would give it a 7. I don't know if it's because I had read something so similar before. This was just kind of emphasizing a lot of those things that I had already kind of started to think about. So in terms of reading, it wasn't really anything new. Like I said, like there are a lot of worthwhile lessons in here. I feel like if you're a person who's in their teens, like or early 20s, and you're just looking for something, like you're trying to work on building your self-esteem, this is a good book for that. This is the book that you should read and that you should encourage your loved ones to read. Just getting, in terms of getting anything new from it, not necessarily. I mean, I've been having a lot of these conversations with myself. I am like in my 20s, so I appreciate that because it's just furthered the discussion and did sometimes give me unique perspectives and help me work through some of the things that I've been thinking about. It's a 7 for me. That's pretty much it. In terms of character development, I think that this is another one that you develop your character as a person. It's not something that you'll read about her specifically, which is another thing that I kind of wish that she did a little bit more. Like I wanted to know about like her. So she gave us this advice and stuff like that, but I wanted to know a little bit more about what she's about. I think this is her first book that she's ever written. So whenever you write a book, your first one, people always want to kind of know about you, or if that's just me, like I would like to know about authors. I like to have like just a deeper understanding, specifically in this genre, like the self-help genre. You need to be a little bit more like share antidotes that are personal, that people can relate to you. I find that that's something that works in terms of structure when reading self-help books. Style of the writing is very easy to read. It's quite colloquial. Feel like you're having a conversation with somebody. Let me just give you an example, just like some of the what you can expect. This page here, tasting your own magic. Be nice to yourself. Go to Nando's alone. Take walks along the river on your own. Have super long baths and blast your favorite playlist whilst you do so. Stop waiting for someone to give you that unconditional fairy tale love and give it to yourself. Start right now. Unfollow people who give you weird energy. Mute and block people who make you feel uncomfortable for whatever reason. Protect your space and pay no mind to how people may perceive you doing this. You deserve greatness, so give it to yourself. We need to learn to stop feeling so guilty for being kind to ourselves. If you sit around waiting for someone to come and rescue you from yourself, life will pass you by. It ain't gonna happen. So yeah, that's just like something that you can expect, just so you have a feel of the book. But yeah, 7 out of 10. And yeah, that's it for me. Bye for now. I think I did a whole video and I didn't even introduce myself, but hi, my name is Ofense.